The motorhome I've got in front of me is the Dethleffs Esprit GT, and this will cost €121,000. Okay, kickoff price is 90,000, so it's got 31,000 extra inside. 781 long, 233 wide, 298 in height. The extras, there you go, 31,000. They're going to weigh 133 kilos. Always something worthy of memory. But if you put extras on it, they weigh. But on a 4.25 basis, according to this, you're still going to end up with 700 plus of payload. So with 4 people on board, that isn't too bad. Right, so this isn't at the top of the Dethleffs range. There are models which are far more expensive and longer even. So if I take you to the back, got a German layout around here, and it's a German layout which comes almost to the very door which divides it here. I can demonstrate it because we've got this ladder wouldn't be up like that in normal circumstances because you've got some steps. But if I pull this out here like that, and I get a hold of this cushion here like that, cushion, it's not a cushion, it's a mattress, and that fits in there like that, and now you've got the German layout. This would actually probably need a little bit more to push it in a bit further to get it in properly, but that gives you an idea. How do you get into the bed? Well, you get the ladder like this and you put it here like this. There you go. Now you've got a way into bed, and that's the position it should be in. Does the toilet door open? This could be an important, I think that could be a very important thing. That is the correct position for this. There's no way I have made a mistake on that one. €120,000, and you can't get into the toilet. In fact, what you'd have to do, of course, you'd have to, if you want to use the toilet, climb down the ladder. So put the ladder to one side, and then you open the door like that into the toilet. Given that the average age of a purchaser of a new vehicle in Germany is 63, and is therefore likely to need to use the toilet at least once during the night, I think that's a major design flaw. In my opinion, there may be a very good reason for it, but to be quite frank, I cannot think of one. So anyway, having seen that one, I'm now going to open the toilet door and give you a view down the vehicle. So let's go right to the very back down here. So that's a view. That's what, if you leave the doors open at night, that's what you can see. You can see the people in the other bed. But if you don't want to see the people in the other bed, no problem. You can shut them out using this, which of course won't close in the German layout if the ladder's down. Or you can use this one like that. Of course, if somebody comes to use the toilet and you don't want to see what they're doing, then that door there will be closed. Right, so that's a bit of a negative mark, to say the least, so far. That to me would be sufficient to put me off if I were the buyer, which I'm not. Let's have a look in here. So that's under the bed. We've got this storage here, and oh, you see this will lift up as well, and you've got a bit of storage there, currently being used for plastic bags. And on the other side, we've got more. So you've got a wonderful amount of space in there for your shirts and what have you. And this will also lift up. I'll move this over here and lift this up. And you got some space there as well. So for getting into here, that's easy, and it's easy via the door as well. Now, storage all the way around. Deep. A little bit of a ledge, not much of one, but useful size. And okay, now let's have a look at the toilet I mentioned earlier. Sink, which you're not going to get into in the German layout at night, and shower. I have to say one thing though, the door for the toilet at least opens the right way, in my opinion, because if it's a night you're more likely to need it, and that's the way you get it. Storage under there, and here we have what appears to be fuses. Now, double floor, and it's flat from this step all the way to the back, to the front, sorry. Now, kitchen is, I think, rather attractive. 3 burners, very nicely spaced out. You've got plenty of room around them. What I don't like is the position of these plastic knobs so close. And you imagine you get heat build up, and it's going to go that way, and things get warped. I know that because I warped one myself. Sink, space around here, and in here we've got this rather nice looking drawer, far better than you normally get in the Erwenheimer group. Proper sides to it, attractive, and that I think is really good as well for storage. And here's another little feature, not a little feature, I think it's a big feature. Off on, so now if I want to open it, it's central locking, but I want to leave that open because we're in a showroom and somebody might come in and try and force it open. Yeah, light switches for the kitchen, and here we have shore power on hookup, of course. Storage thing up here as well, just those spice jars. People still use them. I know they still use me. The fact that I don't, I tend to buy mine in packets or in big plastic bags. Alright, so here we've got this really nice large table. I find that the upholstery up here at the front do quite attractive. Maybe everybody doesn't, but I think it looks good. I think this brown colour looks quite nice. I could see good arguments against it though as well. And whilst I'm here admiring this large table, we'll have another look at the double floor. And there you've got your water. Now, so all the technical stuff has been moved into the double floor. And if I come down here, you can see it's on a Fiat, it's on a automatic gearbox, and that's the up front. I find it more difficult to drive a integrated vehicle. Looking down at the passenger side, we've got this sideboard, but I always think a sideboard looks much better if it's the same colour as the console there. So in this case that would mean black. Now I suppose you might think, oh well, black is a dark colour, it makes things look smaller. But anyway, that's just the way I feel about it. Here we've got these lines that attach via magnets at both ends. Problem here though, because of this electric bed, I'm really bent over double. Now it does say here, there you go, it's an electric bed. Don't pull it down. It works via this thing here. Stick the key in and press the thing down, and that'll make it go down. However, you also have to put the chairs have to come down like this, and I can't do that with just one hand because one hand is needed for the camera. So unfortunately, you're not going to see the bed come down in this video, which is a pity. Right, anyway, coming back over here, we have very large Dometic fridge, which opens both ways. And I'll open this one this way just to make the point. And here we have a oven. Got a tray in there. There's not a lot of space in there. Somebody's how many? I couldn't get a chicken in that oven. Yeah, possibly you couldn't. No, that's true. And look around. So, good points. I really like these skylights in the roof. I think they're great. The kitchen's very nice. Personally, I mean, I like the looks of this thing. It's a bit of old world, but at the same time modern. I like the way Dethleffs, as for example Benimar do as well, use the company logo for the hooks. Nice bit of branding there. But that bed, that is an absolute, for me, that would be a deal breaker if I were interested in this van. Oh, I wonder what's down here. Oh, look at that. What a nice drawer here for your shoes. Oh, that's a very nice thing. Here we've got more. Oh, sorry, I thought that what's this? Don't. Oh, it's the outside light. That's the inside light. And this one here is the lights up there. And the bottom ones, the steps. And you can sort of, I think the point of this, something like this, is to keep umbrellas in. That's how I interpret it. Let's have a look on the outside. Well, that's a wonderful large garage. That's really, and in there you got your electric stuff, your batteries down here, and you've got more space for expansion of the batteries here. This is empty at the present, so there's 2 batteries in there, but you could get 4, easily get 2 lengthwise 250 ampere hour lithium batteries, and I suppose you could even continue it down there. That's brilliant. That is really nice. And up here, so you've got, that's the light switch, and that's your shore power, which is probably isn't coming out very well. Here could do, of course, with a 12-volt plug as well for charging electric bikes. Outside shower. Let's go on the back. Big door here for the garage, more storage. So, Esprit, it's very expensive, it's a long vehicle. I personally think, though, for the money, I think I'd go for something else. Maybe one of the Heimer branded vehicles, which are here, for example. They're a bit shorter, but then again, if you're going for something else, you want the size. So, hard to say one way or the other, really. Trying to think of a vehicle of this size, which I prefer, because you won't get one of the Heimer branded ones at that price. Anyway, that's a little walk around this vehicle, and thanks very much for watching. Hope you found that interesting, and all the best from Bad Waldsee in Germany.